Paro Taktsang, often referred to as the tiger's nest, stands as an awe-inspiring symbol of Bhutan's rich cultural and spiritual heritage. Perched precariously on the edge of a sheer cliff, this iconic monastery is a testament to the profound connection between Buddhism and the Bhutanese landscape. With a history rooted in the legendary exploits of Guru Rinpoche, the Indian saint who introduced Buddhism to Bhutan, and a breathtaking setting high above the Paro Valley, Paro Taktsang is a place of pilgrimage, meditation, and wonder that has captured the hearts and imaginations of travelers from around the world. This architectural marvel, steeped in legend and spirituality, beckons both the faithful and the curious to embark on a challenging journey, not just of physical ascent but also of inner reflection and discovery. History. Paro Taktsang's history is intertwined with the introduction of Buddhism to Bhutan. The monastery was first built in 1692 around the Taktsang Senj Samdup cave, where Guru Rinpoche, Pamamsambhava, a revered figure in Tibetan Buddhism, is said to have meditated in the 8th century. Guru Rinpoche is credited with bringing Buddhism to Bhutan and is a central figure in Bhutanese religious history. According to legend, Guru Rinpoche flew to the cave on the back of a tigress, which is how the site got its popular name, Tiger's Nest. The monastery complex was expanded and reconstructed over the centuries, resulting in the stunning structure that clings to the cliffs above the Paro Valley. It is a place of pilgrimage for Bhutanese Buddhists and attracts visitors from around the world. 8th century. The history of Paro Taktsang dates back to the 8th century when Guru Rinpoche, also known as Pamamsambhava, a revered Indian saint and a key figure in Tibetan Buddhism, is said to have visited Bhutan. According to legend, Guru Rinpoche arrived in Bhutan on the back of a tigress and meditated in a cave at the site for several months. This cave is considered one of the holiest places in Bhutan. 17th century. The construction of the monastery complex that we see today began in 1692. This was initiated by Gyaltsen Tenzin Rabgye, the 4th Druk Desi, secular ruler of Bhutan, and later expanded upon by his successors. The complex includes a main temple and several other structures that cling to the cliffs, providing stunning views of the surrounding landscape. Spiritual significance. Paro Taktsang holds immense spiritual significance in Bhutanese culture and Buddhism. It is not only a place of religious worship but also a symbol of the deep spiritual connection between Bhutan and its faith. The monastery is considered a powerful and sacred site, where pilgrims come to seek blessings, meditate, and engage in religious activities. Iconic status. Over the years, Paro Taktsang has become an iconic symbol of Bhutan, representing the unique blend of natural beauty and spirituality in the country. The challenging hike to reach the monastery is seen as a pilgrimage for many, and the site continues to draw travelers and devotees from around the world. Restoration and conservation. Paro Taktsang has undergone restoration and conservation efforts to preserve its architectural and cultural heritage. The Bhutanese government and organizations have worked to maintain this sacred site, ensuring its longevity for future generations. Today, Paro Taktsang stands as one of the most recognized and visited landmarks in Bhutan, offering a window into the country's spiritual traditions, stunning natural beauty, and a connection to the mystical past of Guru Rinpoche. Reasons for being less visited. 1. Remote location. Paro Taktsang is perched on a cliff at an elevation of about 3,120 meters, 10,240 feet. Accessing the site requires a challenging hike that can take several hours. The remote location and strenuous trek deter some tourists. 2. Altitude. The high altitude can pose challenges for some visitors, leading to altitude sickness and other health issues. Tourists need to acclimatize properly before attempting the hike. 3. Bhutan's tourism policies. Bhutan has a unique approach to tourism with a minimum daily expenditure requirement for all tourists. This policy is designed to promote sustainable and high-value tourism but can discourage budget travelers. 4. Limited infrastructure. The infrastructure around the Tiger's Nest is minimal, with no lodges or restaurants in the immediate vicinity. Visitors need to plan for meals and accommodations elsewhere. 5. Cultural respect. Bhutan places a strong emphasis on cultural preservation and respect. Visitors are expected to adhere to dress codes and conduct themselves with appropriate reverence when visiting religious sites, which may not align with the expectations of all tourists. Despite these challenges, Paro Taktsang remains a significant destination for those seeking a unique and spiritually enriching experience. The monastery's rich history, stunning location, and the sense of accomplishment that comes from completing the hike make it a rewarding destination for those willing to make the journey. Paro Taktsang, or the tiger's nest, was built for religious and spiritual purposes. The primary reason for its construction was to commemorate and honor the sacred history and the profound spiritual legacy associated with the site. Here are the key reasons for its construction. 1. Guru Rinpoche's meditation. The main catalyst for the construction of Paro Taktsang was the legendary meditation of Guru Rinpoche, also known as Padmasambhava. Guru Rinpoche, a revered figure in Tibetan Buddhism, is believed to have meditated in the caves at this location in the 8th century. His meditation is said to have had a transformative spiritual impact on Bhutan and played a pivotal role in the introduction and spread of Buddhism in the region. 2. Establishing a place of worship. To commemorate Guru Rinpoche's meditation and to create a place of worship and devotion at the very spot where he meditated, the construction of the monastery began. The site is considered one of the most sacred in Bhutan, and the monastery serves as a focal point for Buddhists to gather, pray, and engage in religious activities. 3. Religious significance. Paro Taktsang holds immense religious significance for Bhutanese Buddhists and is part of the country's spiritual heritage. It's not just a physical structure but a symbol of the deep connection between Bhutanese culture and Buddhism, reinforcing the country's commitment to its spiritual values. 4. Pilgrimage destination. Over the centuries, Paro Taktsang has become a significant destination for pilgrims seeking to make a spiritual journey to this sacred site. Pilgrims and devotees from Bhutan and beyond undertake the challenging hike to reach the monastery, often as an expression of their faith and devotion. The construction of Paro Taktsang, clinging to the cliffs high above the Paro Valley, represents the fusion of architecture, spirituality, and nature, making it a unique and cherished religious site in Bhutan. Tradition and food type. Paro Taktsang, or the tiger's nest, is primarily a religious and cultural site rather than a place for food preparation and consumption. However, the traditions and food in Bhutan as a whole are reflected in the local area surrounding the monastery. Here's an overview of the type of food and traditions you might encounter in the vicinity of Paro Taktsang. Type of food. The food options near Paro Taktsang are likely to align with traditional Bhutanese cuisine, characterized by its unique flavors and ingredients. Some common elements of Bhutanese food include 1. Rice. Rice is the staple food in Bhutan and is often served alongside a variety of dishes. 2. Chili peppers. Bhutanese cuisine is renowned for its spiciness. Chili peppers are a ubiquitous ingredient, and you'll find them used in many dishes. 3. Cheese. Bhutanese cuisine incorporates cheese, particularly dashi, a type of cottage cheese. Dashi is used in various dishes and is a key component of Bhutanese cuisine. 4. Meat. Meat, such as pork, beef, and chicken, is commonly consumed in Bhutan. You might find dishes like haksha paa, spicy pork, or yashimaru, spicy chicken, in local eateries. 5. Vegetables. A variety of vegetables like spinach, potatoes, and radishes are part of Bhutanese cuisine. Fermented vegetables are also used in some traditional dishes. 6. Dumplings, momos. Dumplings filled with meat or vegetables are a popular snack in Bhutan and can often be found in local restaurants. While you may not find elaborate dining options right at Paro Taktsang, there are likely restaurants and tea houses in the nearby town of Paro that offer traditional Bhutanese dishes. Traditions. The area around Paro Taktsang is steeped in Bhutanese traditions, with a strong emphasis on Buddhism and the following cultural practices. 1. Buddhism. Paro Taktsang is a sacred Buddhist site, and the area is imbued with religious traditions. Visitors are expected to show respect and observe local customs when visiting monasteries and temples. 2. Dress. Traditional Bhutanese attire, such as the gho for men and the kira for women, is often worn by locals and can be seen during visits to religious sites. 3. Religious festivals. Bhutan is known for its vibrant religious festivals, or teks. These festivals feature masked dances, religious ceremonies, and cultural events. The Paro Tshechu, held annually near Paro Taktsang, is one of the most significant and colorful festivals in Bhutan. 4. Architecture. Bhutanese architecture in the region features intricate designs, decorative woodwork, and painted frescoes in dzongs, fortresses, and monasteries. 5. Cultural heritage. Bhutan places a strong emphasis on preserving its cultural heritage, which includes traditional arts, music, and dance. You may encounter cultural performances and exhibitions showcasing these aspects of Bhutanese culture. Visiting Paro Taktsang allows you to experience Bhutan's cultural and spiritual traditions, even if the focus is primarily on the religious and historical aspects of the site. Current situation. As of my last knowledge update in January 2022, I do not have access to real-time or current events information. The situation at specific locations, such as Paro Taktsang in Bhutan, may change over time due to various factors, including tourism developments, weather conditions, and maintenance activities. To obtain the most up-to-date information about the current situation at Paro Taktsang, I recommend checking with Bhutan's official tourism authorities or recent travel resources, consulting with local tour operators, or referring to the latest news and travel advisories. These sources can provide you with the most accurate and current information about visiting this iconic monastery.